Riding a Gran Fondo and finishing up the Stelvio Pass is one of the hardest challenges that you can take on as an amateur rider. But whilst it might seem quite daunting, there's no reason why almost any rider can't achieve it. Of course, if you do achieve it, you get an enormous sense of accomplishment, especially every few years when you see the riders of the Giro d'Italia take on exactly the same roads. There are, of course, many other famous climbs around Europe. Very few of them go over 2,000 metres, let alone a 2,757, which marks the top of the Stelvio Pass. It's that, coupled with the legendary riders that have conquered this climb in the past, that make this climb so iconic. I've come over here to test some of Italy's toughest climbs and find out for myself why this climb, the Stelvio Pass in particular, has broken some of professional cycling's biggest names. The Stelvio Pass is one of the most famous climbs in cycling. As Gary Kemp rightly pointed out, whilst you can't kick a football around Wembley or Old Trafford, you are able to ride over the same climbs that you see the professionals do. One thing you should consider when starting out on an event like this is the importance of pacing, not only over the whole event, but also on each of the climbs. This climb in particular is probably going to take at least an hour and a half, so you shouldn't be tempted to keep up with some of the faster riders around you.
Ah, boy!
I'm also feeling quite privileged today to be wearing some limited edition Santini kit. The kit is another thing that you really want to factor in for an event like this, because there are some dramatic changes in altitude and also come some very dramatic changes in temperature. I've got onto a flatter section now. This is actually the only little bit of respite that you get on the entire climb. And I'd make the most of it because at the end of it, you've still got 4 of the hardest kilometres of climbing before you get to the top. Only about 2 k's to the top now. I don't think it's necessarily that the gradient's that much steeper up here. When you get to this altitude, over 2,500 metres, the lack of oxygen really does start to tell. Plus, I guess the fact that I've already been riding for about an hour and 20 minutes to get up here. Anyway, let's go on up to the top. We've still got 1.5 k's to go and about 100 metres to gain in altitude before I reach the crest. Down to, well, my easiest gear actually, 39.25. I have to say I've needed it quite a lot on this climb. Probably could have done for something a little bit easier.
Tired.
No, wait till we go down.
Ah, okay.
That's it.